Start the first half.
Test 1 2 test. Test 1 2. Good evening, sports fans. Todd Edwards coming to you from a sunny Dallastown, Pennsylvania, the home of the Dallastown Wildcats in the newly refurbished stadium. Dallastown hosts Manheim Township tonight, and we welcome you to Sports Shooting Stars, my broadcast partner, Dew Jones. And you couldn't ask for a better night for football because the weather conditions are absolutely outstanding. The sun is kind of in our face. We may have to bring the tanning lotion out here, Dew. But nevertheless, we're moments away from kickoff featuring Manheim Township, who come in tonight with a 1-0 record after defeating Cumberland Valley last Friday, 35-6. They'll be in their all-white jerseys with blue numbers. And the Wildcats will be in their blue jerseys with white numbers.
And Michael Scott.
Back to receive the kickoff, Jalen Cook and Michael Scott.
He split 25 seconds on the play clock. Thank you.
And it's a Beat Cancer Night theme tonight for the student section. A lot
Johnny
of
Morales
fans
will kick off for the
wearing
Blue Streaks.
Gold T-shirts tonight, all for the Four Diamonds here at Dallastown High School. And we are underway here at Wildcat Stadium. Jalen Cook with the ball, 15, out to the 20, 25, out near the 30-yard line.
Jalen Cook with a return out near the 30-yard line.
And that is where the Dallastown Wildcat offense will set up here. Again, they'll be moving right to left on your TV
Marcos
screen.
Fernandez.
Dallastown
Charlie
led by
Hill
their
in on the
junior
tackle for the
quarterback,
Blue
number
Streaks.
10, Matthew
First
Stone.
and 10 for the Wildcats.
We mentioned earlier Jalen Cook, number 11, and Michael Scott, two players to keep an eye on offensively for this Wildcat offense. And their offensive line is anchored by number 72, Keller Spera. Opening
Please
drive.
put 25 seconds on the play clock. Thank you.
Mentioned Dallastown opened up their season last week with a 2-point loss at Hempfield. And we're underway here. Big run by number 9,
Handoff to
Shamar Smith.
He's out past the 40. That's our first down, Dallastown.
And Todd, that's Shamar Smith, the brother of Nazir Smith,
Nazir.
who used to be a 2,000-yard rusher
Yeah.
for Dallastown. Back-to-back 2,000-yard
Yes.
rusher for Dallastown. So big shout-out to Shamar. He's carrying the load right now
Yes,
for
yes.
Dallastown.
Number 9, another player to keep an eye on offensively for the Wildcats, who come in with an 0-1 record. And what a statement win this would be due for this Dallastown Wildcat team to knock off Manheim Township. Manheim Township preseason polls in District 3 were ranked number 1 ahead of the Harrisburg Cougars.
Smith again on the
Harrisburg
carry.
Cougars number 2.
Short gain on the play.
Big game here for the Dallastown Wildcats. Had the opportunity to be down on the field pregame, Dew. Always like going down there to see both teams warm up.
Yeah, absolutely. Dallastown probably has one of the best arenas, stadiums, especially with the vendors and the food. And this is your backyard.
This is my backyard, yeah, not too far from here. A long throw away.
Shotgun.
Stone back to throw the ball for his first pass, and it's complete. Out past the 45-yard line.
Matt Stone's pass complete on the far side to Michael Scott.
Matt Stone, 5'10" junior,
Another
who
short gain on
played
the play.
baseball and had a
Ball's
pretty
around the
stellar
45-yard
baseball
line.
career as a
Third
sophomore.
down for Dallastown.
Comes in here as the starting quarterback for Dallastown.
Wanna
After
talk a-
Owen Strauss, who
Ron
graduated last
Rodriguez
year,
on the
moved on to
coverage.
Lebanon Valley College.
Absolutely. Good luck to Owen Strauss.
Spread offense now for Dallastown. Stone back to throw the ball. Oh. Pass
Stone's
intended
pass
to
intended
Michael
for
Scott.
on the
Of
near
course,
side
Michael
is
Scott last
incomplete.
week
Fourth
had 2
down for
touchdowns at
Wildcats.
Hempfield and was really their player of the game last week in a losing effort against Hempfield. They lost
Declan Clancy on the
16-14.
defense that time.
At one point, Dallastown was up over Hempfield last week, 14-0.
Nick Slusser lines up deep to punt.
It brings up a 4th down. Nick Slusser
Alan
back to punt the
Feliciano.
ball. Alan Feliciano back to receive
Landon
punt
Kennel back deep
and
for the
Landon
Blue
Kennel
Streaks.
for Manheim. And a whistle blown. Do I have a feeling if we miss a call, the public address announcer will remind us rather loudly here tonight. Oh, we're standing right by the one speaker. One in. Nick Slusher with the punt. Down back to the 20-yard line. An open running room now for the Blue Streak. Near sideline. Into Dallastown territory.
And we're going to try to keep the camera
Feliciano with a return
down
into
somewhat
Wildcat territory.
because the sun is glaring right at us, but it should be setting sometime
Yes.
soon.
That was Alan Feliciano with a nice run back.
Asher Gist, Nick Slusser in on the tackle.
And this first time we'll see
First down for the
Manheim
Blue Streak.
Township's offense, led by their quarterback senior Hayden Johnson, who is a Lehigh University commit. Saw him a couple years ago here at Dallastown, if you recall, as a sophomore,
Well, remember
when they had
last-
one Anthony Ivy
I was
on
about
that
to say,
team.
remember last year, Anthony Ivan, who's now at Penn State,
Penn State.
wide receiver. Manheim Township Blue Streaks with the ball. First series in shotgun.
And a running play dialed up for the Blue Streaks. That's the Clan Clancy. We're going to call his name a big running back for the Blue Streaks
Handoff
offense.
goes to Declan Clancy. He's around the near side.
5'10", 190-pound running back.
Brandon Bear with the tackle.
We mentioned earlier in the beginning of our broadcast,
First down
this
for
Manheim Township team opened up with an impressive win over Cumberland Valley last week, 35-6.
Yeah.
And some are predicting they're going to be the top team in District 3.
Yeah, that big-time victory against CV was really set the tone for the beginning of the season. Going deep.
Going deep. One-on-one coverage, I believe just out of bounds.
And there's a flag on the play. And that sometimes you see a flag like that so deep
Hayden
in the end
Johnson's
zone, it could be a
pass intended
PI,
for Asher Wolf.
which is a pass interception.
Pass intended for Asher Wolf.
Antonio Bordonato on the stop.
Asher Wolf, 6'3", 200 pounds.
Number 5, defense. 15-yard penalty, previous spot. Result of the play, first down.
Pass interference call on number 5, Antonio Bordonato of Dallastown. Not what Dallastown needs here on the opening drive for the Blue Streaks. Moving left to right on your TV screen as the sun starts to set. Beautiful night for football, of course, the viewers who may not have come out pre-game. There was a tailgate party.
Stay on this side.
Illegal shift. Number 2 in motion, number 50 getting set at the same time. It's a 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Julian LaRue, along with Nick Palumbo, called on the penalty. That's one way to stop the Manheim Township Blue Streaks.
And Dallastown can't be overwhelmed, coming in playing against a team like Manheim Township. They're a very good team. They're, the record precedes them, but Dallastown's playing at home. They have an advantage with playing at home, and you can always see an upset between football teams, especially on Friday Night Lights. Quick throw.
Unloaded Clancy, far side, inside the 20-yard line.
Johnson's pass on the far side to Declan Clancy.
Coming into this game, this Dallastown Wildcat team, junior-heavy
Jalen Cook
team.
takes him out of bounds.
We mentioned Jalen Cook, Michael Scott,
Second down for Manheim
Matt Stone,
Township.
all juniors for Dallastown. A scoreless contest with just over 9 minutes to go here in the opening quarter from Wildcat Stadium. Sports Shooting Stars, we bring the game to you this Friday night. Thank you for tuning in. Back to that running game right up the middle. Clancy.
Still on his feet. And that's a tackle by committee.
Clancy,
for
the ball
Dallastown.
carrier.
It is.
He weaves his way out on the far side. Bordonato. Reiner. in
Right
on
now, the
tackle.
Blue Streaks are working their way down the field
Third down for the Blue
in the
Streaks.
red zone.
Yep, in the red zone.
This is a third down. It's very crucial for Dallastown to come up with some type of stop and force the Blue Streaks to a field goal.
Yeah, you kind of want to limit this high-powered offense of Manheim.
They're knocking on the door, though. They're right there at the end zone.
Third down and 5, ball on the 14-yard line. Spread offense now for the Blue Streaks. Johnson back to
Quick
throw.
pass. Great
And
tackle.
Near the first down marker. That may be enough for the first down.
Johnson's pass complete to Nick Palumbo.
Nick Palumbo with a reception.
Brandon Bear with the tackle.
There's no call yet if that's a first down or not.
I believe that it looks from our vantage point here, he's just short.
4th and inches.
4th and inches.
Fourth and inches.
Fourth and inches.
This is a big one for Dallastown.
And
The
kept their
fans
off.
have to get fired up for this one. This is a big-time play.
This
Let's
is.
see what happens.
Back to Clancy, right up the middle, inside the 5-yard line. They're pushing him in towards the end zone, and a touchdown.
And I think that might be a
for
touchdown.
Clancy.
Clancy, he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Manheim Township.
A 9-yard touchdown run for the Clancy. And just like that, Manheim breaks the ice. With the first score in tonight's contest with 7:35 to go. As the Blue Streaks are on to attempt a point after. Kick is up and good.
The extra point by Hunter Nguyen is good.
With 7:35 to go, Manheim Township 7, Dallastown 0. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you. And it would be probably a good time to mention some of our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Thornton Automotive of Dover with Wes Myers, OSS Health, John Turpak and Ron Johnson of S3 Performance Training, Scholar Prep and Tutoring with Sherry Washington, Fairview Early Learning and Community Center, Basil Insurance Company, Parma Pizza of Dallastown, and Your Medical Solutions with Keith and Becky Real. All sponsors for tonight's game, and for that matter, our season-long sponsors.
Lining up to kick off for the Streaks is Johnny Morales.
Absolutely, and you will also see their contact information at the lower third of our screen throughout the broadcast. Big shout out to our sponsors. They do a great job of helping us get these games live on TV and online.
Back to receive the kickoff, Michael Scott.
And Michael Scott is very dangerous back there. He was on our top 10 power list players for the YIAA. They got him in the right position. Let's see what happens here. And they kicked the ball to him.
Jalen Cook at the 5, 10, 15, looking for running room, and does not reach the 20-yard line.
He stopped fast.
Cook on the return.
Jalen Cook listed at 6'2", 180-pound wide receiver and defensive back.
Lex Haberbosch with the tackle.
Lex Hammerbosch in on the tackle.
First down for the Wildcats.
And
Looks like the 18-yard line.
We'll see Dallastown now do for their second offensive series, and we'll see what they have in store here.
Please put 25 seconds on the play clock. Started on my ready. Thank you.
I want to thank the athletic director. I had a chance to see him pregame, Josh Lookenball, for allowing us to come in and broadcast. A quarterback keeper by Matt Stone out near the 25-yard line.
Matt Stone with the keeper around the near side. Looks like he's down near the 25-yard line.
And an injured player down right now. And from my vantage point, maybe quarterback Matt Stone. I can't quite make out the number from the broadcast position here. But an injury timeout with 7:17 to go here in the first quarter. Manheim Township 7, Dallastown 0. Some other games taking place tonight. West York at Red Lion. Central York at Cumberland Valley. Dover at Southwestern. Kennerdale at Spring Grove. Hempfield at York High. Donegal at York Suburban. Some other games of note. And for some of the fans that are tuned in tonight are at maybe one of those games, would like to pass along scoring update, we'll pass it along to you, the viewers here of Sports Shooting Stars, as we bring the game to you this Friday night. Training staff is out on the field. And it is Matt Stone. He is on his feet right now, being tended to by the training staff as he takes his helmet off. And it looks as if he's holding his right shoulder.
And that may be a crucial loss right now for Dallastown. Let's see how they bounce back.
And right now it looks like sophomore quarterback Cody Kistner.
Cody Kistner, also a transfer from Central York, has a big-time arm.
Throw.
Quick throw. And a quick throw down.
Cody Kistner's pass complete to Michael Scott on the far side.
And you can imagine this defense for Manheim Township zoning in
Don
on number
Rodriguez
1, Michael
on the
Scott,
defense.
as they swarm
Third
to
down
Scott.
for the Wildcats.
Brings up a 3rd down. As we mentioned, Cody Kistner, a sophomore. My broadcast partner mentioned a transfer from Central York.
Yep. How important is it right now, Todd, for Dallastown to get something on the board? At least run some time off the clock. You don't want to give Manheim Township any more opportunities. Already up 7-0.
And you don't want another 3 and out and forcing Manheim's offense back on the field. We know they can score in bunches.
And they trust in Cody's arm, and he can run the ball as well. Plays
Flushed from the
linebacker.
pocket and brought down.
Cody also plays linebacker for Dallastown, so he kind of has that dual threat going on.
Scrimmage.
Well,
Carter Bear with the tackle.
Carter Bear in on the tackle, brings up a 4th down, and the punting unit will be back on the field for Dallastown.
4th down for the Wildcats.
Nick
Very
Slusher.
crucial for Dallastown to try to get the ball in the hands of a guy like Michael Scott. That's serious there. Michael Scott didn't even touch the ball. You know, you just want to keep feeding him as much as possible. Right now, you're going to give the Blue Streaks a great opportunity and a great field position as well, you know, around the 40-yard line. And he has some big-time blockers.
Nick Slusher back to punt for Dallastown. Gets the punt off. It was close.
It was close.
Takes a Dallastown bounce.
Nice bounce.
That was Landon Cannell, the 6'3", 200-pound.
Landon Kennel fields the punt by Nicholas Slusser.
Landon Cannell and Monmouth commit. He's going to Monmouth. Of course, we mentioned the quarterback Hayden Johnson, a Lehigh University commit. Of course, Manheim Township coached by Mark Evans, a 2-time national champion with the Miami Hurricanes as an offensive lineman back in 1987 and 89. Did a little homework. Quite impressive coach. Coached at Elko and now at Manheim Township. Trips formation near side for Manheim.
Deep in the pocket, looking deep.
Ooh, intended.
Had an opportunity. The ball hit his hands, just couldn't bring it in. And that was number 17, I believe.
That was number 17, Landon Cannell. We mentioned a Monmouth commit. Kennel. Incomplete. Brings up a 2nd and 10 with 5:27 to go here in the opening quarter. You're watching Sports Shooting Starters. Dew Jones, Todd Edwards. Coming to you from a sunny Wildcat Stadium. A magnificent night for high school football.
Oh, absolutely. This is the start of our season, so, you know, we're really excited to be here and start our games off with Dallastown.
Yeah, of course, last week in collaboration with Roxamore Sports, Clancy with a run.
Big time. He's still on his feet.
Yes.
Hand off to Clancy. He goes around the far side into Wildcat territory. Michael Scott knocked him out of bounds. 1st down for the Blue Streaks.
New set of downs now for Manheim Township, too.
And a lot of fans and a lot of people around the YIAA know that Michael Scott's due for a breakout year. He plays both sides of the ball. I'd like to see him get the ball a lot on offense. Just keep feeding Michael Scott, and you'll get some good production. Rolling
to his right and complete, near side.
And
that was Nick Palumbo with a reception.
Johnson's pass complete to
down near the 15-yard line. And it seems as if this Manheim Township team is just kind of
with a tackle,
picking and poking and moving the ball at will here against this Dallastown defense.
Yeah, from the eye view, Manheim Township looks like a bigger team, but you know Dallastown has to come to play football. You know, have to block, you know, go after the ball, wrap up tackles, and play really good defense. I always say defense need to make turnovers.
Shotgun formation for Johnson, back to throw, complete.
Fumble.
Asher
it looks
Wolf
like Dallastown picked up the ball. That was a fumble.
Waiting word from the officials.
They're not
Johnson's pass complete to Asher Wolf.
And that was a completed pass, not a fumble. The referee ruled him down on the tackle.
Looks like he's down near the 6-yard line.
Looks like it'll be a
Make it the 7.
brings up a 2nd down and 1 right now for Manheim.
Blue Streaks in shotgun.
Back to that running game, Clancy. Not much going there, but should be enough for the first. They only needed
Handoff
1
goes
yard.
to Clancy up the middle. He picks up a 1st down near the 5-yard line.
Be a 1st down and goal with just over 4 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Manheim Township 7, Dallastown
Bear
0.
and Reiner in on the stop. 1st and goal for the Blue Streaks.
A new set of downs now for Manheim Township. Full backfield now. 2 backs. Blanking Johnson, the quarterback.
Wide open.
Wide open into the end zone.
And that's just
To
a lapse in
Clancy,
coverage.
his 2nd touchdown already with
Johnson's
3:47 to
swing
go.
pass goes to Clancy on the far side. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Manheim Township.
And already Clancy's having a great first quarter. They got to keep an eye on him. That was just a wide open reception, a blown coverage for Dallastown. They have to really key on that and know that Clancy is one of his favorite targets.
Clancy, just a junior, 5'10", 190-pound running back, making a statement early against this Dallastown defense, and it's been all Manheim right now. The point pending. Hunter Wynn on for the point after attempt. The kick is up and good.
The extra point by Nguyen is good.
And your score, Manheim Township 14, Dallastown 0 with
Already
3:47 to go.
in the first quarter.
And we talk about this Manheim Township team coming into the District 3 rankings as the #1 team.
We
You know
personally like
number
to thank
2,
the Dallastown community,
Number 2,
administration, coaching
Harrisburg.
staffs, and student
Those 2
athletes
teams play
for their
next week.
flexibility and
Wow,
What
that's
a
gonna be
main
a
event matchup.
Big time
secondary
matchup.
campus safety project.
And I don't want to get
We're beyond
ahead
excited
of
for the
ourselves
new
too much.
stadium to receive
But
the
next
much-needed
week, we're going to
improvements.
return to
Please
Central
enjoy the
York
new
High
concession
School
stands,
as Central
restrooms,
York
locker
plays
rooms,
host to
handicap
Hempfield
accessibility, and the additional
next Friday
parking
as
you
Sports
attend
Shooting the
Wildcat
Stars brings the
athletic
game to
events
you
for many years to come.
next Friday.
A special
Again,
thank you to the DASD
Central
School Board of Directors
will host
for their
Hempfield, and you'll see
vision
2
and special
D1
thanks
prospects.
to the
Of
construction
course, the running
teams
back
who
for Central
completed
York,
the
Joels
process.
Goff, who had a big week last week, running for nearly 300 yards and 6 touchdowns, versus Hempfield with their defensive tackle, David Polly, a USC commit. Be sure to tune into Sports Shooting Stars next Friday for that big matchup. But right now, Manheim Township all over Dallastown, 14-0. Jalen Cook at the goal line, 5, 10, 15, out near the 20-yard line. Dallastown looking for a spark right now. They need a spark.
Jalen Cook with the return.
And sometimes you can get that spark on special teams. Looking down on the sideline, it looks as if quarterback
He's out near the
Matt
21-yard
Stone,
line.
right arm in a sling. I would imagine he's doubtful for the remainder of this game. As Cody Kistner is back in, the sophomore, in shotgun formation for Dallastown.
And Cody Kistner got the call.
Smith with the run near side, out near the 30-yard line.
And
Shamar
Handoff goes
Smith.
to Shamar Smith. He's around the near side.
And Cody got the call after Matthew Stone got injured in the first quarter, the quarterback for Dallastown. And I'm going to say again, for some Dallastown fans that hear that name Smith, they may be reminded by Nazir Smith, was a graduate, I think 2018 graduate of Dallastown, 2,000-yard rusher, back-to-back seasons. I believe he was a co-offensive player of the year as well.
Dynamic running back, yes, for
I know he loves to see his little
Dallastown.
brother out there, you know, follow his steps.
Number 9 of the offense. That's half the distance to the penalty. It will be second down.
a personal foul called on the play by running back Shamar Smith. Well, that's certainly going to back up Dallastown. Not the direction they want to be moving here with 3:34 remaining in the opening quarter. Ball looks like it'll be set up at the 15-yard line.
And as they say, you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot, especially against a team like Manheim Township coming in at #1 in District 3.
And from what we've seen so far, dude, this Manheim Township team seems for real tonight. I mean,
oh, absolutely.
It's still early. Kistner back to throw the ball, looking for an open receiver. Jalen Cook with the reception.
Kistner's pass complete to Jalen Cook. Don Rodriguez on the defense.
Don Rodriguez in on the tackle for Manheim Township.
Third down.
I believe
for
Dallastown's doing a great job moving the ball around the field and getting to different guys, but it's so crucial for them to get the ball in the hands of Michael Scott. You don't want to be down about more than 2 touchdowns without Michael Scott getting some touches. You see that play clock running down, too. They have about 5 seconds. I think they're going to call a timeout, or they won't get this play off. I'm not sure if they're aware of that. That may have been a different play clock. I apologize.
Well, now they've reset it to 24 and counting.
Back to throw
Kistner
the ball
back
again.
to throw, looking for a receiver downfield. Sees no one. Ooh.
Kistner's pass is incomplete. Fourth down for the
Fourth down,
Wildcats.
and the punting unit again out for Dallastown.
And they're punting around the same position they
Personal
were the
foul.
last time they had a
Holding the
series.
passer. Number 6.
Well,
defense. It's a 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Well,
And
that
that's-
negates the punt here, and that's a personal foul against Manheim Township.
First
It gives
down.
Dallastown new life with 2:38 to go here in the opening quarter, dude.
And that's an automatic first down.
Ball looks like it'll be set up at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great position for Dallastown. They were in a position to punt the ball, but now they have a whole new set of downs to get something down the field.
Spread offense for Dallastown. Kistner back in shotgun formation.
Handoff.
Shamar Smith with a run. Some positive yards there on first down play.
Handoff goes to Shamar Smith. Fumble on the play.
Wow. Didn't
Recovered
catch
by
that,
the
Todd.
Blue Streaks.
And a fumble on the play. And
Just as Dallastown start to get some momentum and to get their foot behind them, there's a turnover on downs with a fumble.
Manheim Township recovers with 2:30 to go. Manheim Township 14, Dallastown 0. Coming to you from Wildcat Stadium, the newly refurbished stadium, a new press box, new stands in place. Student section in their Fight Cancer T-shirts.
Absolutely, a great awareness for Fight Cancer. All about that for sure with Sports Shooting Stars. Blue Streaks with the ball. Change of direction.
Clancy looking for
Still on
running
his feet.
room. Far side, 35, down near the 30-yard line, out of bounds.
I tell you what, Clancy's having a day so far, already with 2 touchdowns and running the ball.
And
Handoff to Clancy.
we can
He
never say
reverses
it's
his
too
field
early
down near
for
the
maybe a player
30-yard
of the
line.
game candidate, but right now,
Smith with
DeClan
the tackle.
Clancy would be considered one with 2
Absolutely.
touchdowns, 1 running and 1
Still
receiving.
a long game to
Oh,
go, but
yes.
right now he's definitely in control and doing a great job with the ball, really helping the Blue Streaks get the ball down the field and in the right position. So far, they have been successful, I believe, at 2 out of 3 series as far as scoring touchdowns.
Looks like there may be another injured Wildcat.
He's starting to go off for a second.
Number 9, Shamar Smith, being walked off the field by the coaches.
That's Shamar Smith, the DB and also running back for the Dallastown Wildcats.
Brings up a 2nd down and 4. Blue Streaks.
Ooh, big time
Big
hit.
catch and big
Another
run.
hit.
He could be gone.
Good gracious.
Inside the 5.
Wow.
Wow.
Johnson's pass.
Landon Cannell, the
Complete to
Monmouth
Kennel.
commit.
He
And
fights
just
his way
like
down
that,
inside the 10, looks like the
First down
5-yard
and
line.
more. First and goal for the Blue Streaks.
Brandon Bear with the takedown.
That's an incredible
First and
play.
goal for the Blue Streaks.
Bowled over a defender on his way down inside the, would appear to be the 5-yard line. First and goal. Township. 14, Dallastown 0. And Manheim Township knocking on the door.
I don't know, Ty. I think that's worthy of a replay. That was a big-time play, absolutely. Let's see if we get a replay going on with that play. He ran over 2 Dallastown defenders and still got down the field.
Landon Cannell, we mentioned a Monmouth University commit. Spread offense now for Manheim Township. Quick pass to Cannell, and that looks to be a touchdown reception. Waiting word by the side judge, and a touchdown.
Johnson's pass complete to Kennel.
Landon Kennel. Touchdown. 5
Manheim
yards,
Township.
And that's another touchdown.
And just like that, this first quarter has been all Manheim Township with 1:39 to go. Point pending here, 20 Manheim Township, Dallastown scoreless. And does this surprise you here? I mean,
well, we already know that Blue Streaks are a really good team. Doesn't really surprise me, but I would like to see Dallastown show some fight. They had some momentum going with them the last series until that fumble happened. But, it's still a long game. They can still, kick their way back into the game somehow.
kick is up.
Right now, it's a very tough situation.
Is good.
Being down by 3 touchdowns.
Landon Kennel with the touchdown reception, a 5-yard touchdown reception.
Got to apologize on that instant replay. I kind of caught at the very last second. We're still working with that technology.
Work in progress. A small crew here tonight.
Yeah.
We have to try to emphasize that to sometimes our viewers. Not exactly the staff that maybe CBS Sports, Fox Sports, or ESPN have. So we're in year 8 now. We're still trying to work at it. It's a work in progress. So we bear with us, sports fans. And the cheerleaders trying to get the home crowd here wound up a little bit. Right now there has not been much from the Dallastown perspective to get really wound up about with 1:39 to go, but still plenty of time.
Johnny Morales will kick off.
Michael Scott, Jalen Cook back to receive the kickoff. And we mentioned earlier, Dallastown needs a spark. Sometimes that spark can come from the special teams unit.
Absolutely. The third phase of the football team, special teams. Kicked it a bit short. Running sideways, east to west. Great job.
That was Amir Henry.
Amir Henry with a return for the Wildcats.
5'9" senior with the
out near the 32-yard line.
And decent field position for Dallastown.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
I want to encourage the fans to go to our YouTube page, Sports Shooting Stars. Go to the live chat. Chime in on the game. Tell us what you like about the game. Towards the end of the game, let us know who you believe the player of the game should be. Like to keep it really classy on there. PG friendly. Absolutely. Very important for Dallastown to get something going here. Cody Kistner in shotgun.
The new quarterback.
And there's nothing there.
Swamped by a host of Manheim Township defenders.
I tell you what, the Blue Streaks are hyped up. They're ready to go.
Carter Bear with the sack.
Carter Bear with the sack and
takes the Wildcats back.
Brings up a
second down
and 12 for Dallastown in this offense. Want to remind the fans that if they just tuned in, there's a new quarterback, Cody Kistner.
Yes.
Matt Stone injured early in this game.
Very early in the game.
And I happened to see him down on the sidelines with his arm in a sling. I would imagine he'll be out for the remainder of this game as Cody Kistner, a transfer from Central, in shotgun formation. And complete to Michael Scott.
And we need to call Michael Scott's name
to Michael Scott
more
on
often.
The near side.
That's a great catch from Michael Scott, number 1.
I believe that's his third reception.
I'm sorry, third reception.
But not much after the catch, not much yak going there.
Rodriguez on the defense.
I would imagine this defense in Manheim Township has him zoned in.
Well, remember Dallastown last year had a guy by the name of Kenny Johnson, University of Pittsburgh.
Yes.
There right now. Is probably going to get some time this year as a true
Wofford.
freshman.
They play Wofford tomorrow, and there's talk that he may get some playing time tomorrow.
Absolutely.
At
as
the University of Pitt, yes.
Offense has to get something going here. 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9. Kistner back in shotgun formation.
Need 9 yards.
Under pressure.
Try to get out. Oh, lose the
and
ball.
loses the ball, but holds on to it, but brought down. And again, brings up a 4th down. And we've arrived at the end of the first quarter with your score. Manheim Township 21, Dallastown 0.
Kistler taken down at the end of the first quarter. The score of the Streaks 21.
And while
the Wildcats 0.
And while we are at the end of the first quarter, we'll go ahead and go to a few of our sponsors.
Dallastown Area School District and YAIAA would like to remind everyone that your attendance at tonight's contest is appreciated. However, you're responsible for your actions before, during, and after each contest. Sportsmanship is an expectation, so please let the players play, let the coaches coach, and let the officials officiate. We can appreciate the high intensity and high emotion that is scholastic athletics. Please be respectful. If you do not abide by these expectations, you will be removed from the surrounding areas.
We're back, sports fans. Nick Slusher, the punter for Dallastown, getting ready to kick the ball off. High punt. Landon Cannell touches it but fumbles it. Picked up by the Blue Streaks. Far side. And still running. Alan Feliciano into
Alan
Dallastown
Feliciano on the return.
territory.
He's into Wildcat territory. Looks like the 37-yard line.
As you see, the sun is beginning to set here at
Nicholas
Dallastown
Wolfram
Stadium. Still a
on the
packed house
stop.
here tonight. There's a lot of people here.
First down
Wanna
for
thank
the Blue Streaks.
all the fans for coming out for the tailgate party that went from 4 to
Yes.
6 o'clock. A lot of vendors with our good friend Darren Bonaquista of Parma's Pizza of
Parma
Dallastown.
Pizza, one of our sponsors, was there in attendance, and if fans did not get a chance to check out the interview with Darren,
Oh,
I
yeah.
have it posted on Facebook and Instagram.
Absolutely. That's posted on
And,
Sports Shooting Stars page as well. Darren does so much for the
Yeah,
community,
he
especially
does.
for Dallastown. Big shout out to Darren. Blue Streaks in great field position again. Up 21-0. Pitch out.
Clancy again with running room near side, and a nice play defensively.
Great tackle
Toss
for number
goes
11.
By
to
Jalen
Clancy
Cook.
on the near side.
If you remember hearing the word,
Jalen Cook
hearing the
with
name
the
Jalen Cook,
takedown.
he also plays on the basketball team.
No gain.
And I sense there's a
Second
lot of
down for the Blue
focus
Streaks.
due on this Dallastown team with number 1 Michael Scott, but another player that I don't think it gets a lot of credit is Jalen Cook, number 11.
Yeah,
He's
he's been a favorite
one of those-
target.
yeah, underrated players for Dallastown, but big, 6'2", and just a junior. As I mentioned earlier, this is a junior-heavy team for Dallastown.
Yeah, it's still a little young team. Dallastown, like I said, missing some key components from last year. As you said, Owen Strauss, Kenny Johnson,
yeah.
and a host of other guys as well. In motion,
Johnson back, a quick pitch out.
and that's like a screen pass. There's a little misdirection going on there.
Lex Haberbosch,
Johnson's pass.
a junior, 6-foot junior for Manheim Township.
Complete to Lex Haberbosch on the near side.
Just over 10 and a
Pick up
half
a
minutes
5
to
on the
go
play,
here
3rd and 5 for the
before
Blue
halftime.
Streaks.
It's 3rd down and 5. Important right now for this Dallastown defense to come up with a stop and create a 4th down. Although we saw earlier in this game there was a 4th down and Manheim Township willed their way in.
Got to create a stop or get a turnover on defense. That's so crucial.
Johnson
Going
looking to
deep.
throw deep, far side. Hung that ball up, it's caught, and it's a touchdown, dude.
Incredible.
Eli
Johnson's
Rodriguez.
pass complete to Kennel. Touchdown, Manheim Township.
And just like that,
Wow. Aired it out. Great catch. And right now the Blue Streaks are looking, they're on a streak right now.
Yes,
4
they
touchdowns so far in this game.
and correction, that was Landon Cannell with his 2nd touchdown reception.
The quarterback is just spreading the ball to everybody on his team and giving them opportunities.
High snap, unable to get the kickoff. They may just have to down.
There it is,
The extra
Dallastown.
point is
One
no good.
positive play for Dallastown here.
Dallastown special teams made a play there. Great job. And like I said, hopefully I can build a little bit momentum for the offense coming out here. Oh, with the special teams that's about to get the ball. Like to see the ball get kicked to Michael Scott.
Fans, the Peyton Walker Foundation and the PIA District 3
10:06 to go.
Aware of sudden cardiac arrest, the #1 killer among high school
Before
athletes.
halftime, Manheim Township
District 3 fully
27,
supports the
Dallastown
Peyton
0.
Walker Foundation and its mission to protect the hearts of high school students in the District 3 area. Please visit the Peyton Walker Foundation website at www.peytonwalker.org. Checking hearts, protecting hearts.
I want to remind the fans,
Saving
we'll be back on the air
lives.
next Friday with our next broadcast featuring Central York. I know a lot of fans have been asking, when's Central York back on the schedule? Well, we'll have them back on the schedule next Friday as they'll play host to Hempfield. Another big matchup. But the final week of non-conference matchups next week.
Oh,
and that should be a good one. David Pauly, Joel's Goff,
Antonio Bordenata.
As the
Michael
fans can
Scott
see, we
deep
got
for the Wildcats.
an image up of our next week's game as well. So that's going to be a great time
Johnny
matchup.
Morales will kick
You got
off.
some D1 prospects on both sides
Yes.
of the ball. So it should be a really good game. I want to shout out our sponsors as well because they're going to be sponsoring that game. The sponsor we're talking about right now, they're season-long sponsors, so they're going to be with us throughout the whole season. You'll see their logo. We encourage all the fans to go visit their site, patronize their company and make sure you help them out a lot because they do a lot for us as well, and they do a lot for the student athletes.
And the kick is off.
Looking for blockers.
That was Antonio Bordenado with
Bordenata with the return
With
out
the
past
return.
the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you what, I got to give the Blue Streaks a lot of credit on all phases, offense, defense, and also special teams. They've been playing outstanding football.
and an injured Wildcat far side as the training staff comes out to tend to the injured Wildcat with 9:58 to go. Manheim Township 27, Dallastown 0.
And while there's an injury, we're going to go ahead and go to one of our graphics, and we'll be back in a few seconds.
Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Dew Jones.
Back to action here. Dallastown set up offensively, looking to catch a spark here, provide a spark here for their team.
They desperately need something to go right for them.
And there's Michael Scott near side out to 25.
And that's a nice run.
Yes.
And Michael Scott wasn't featured
Scott
too
with
much
the keeper around the
in the
near
first
side.
quarter. How about featuring Michael
Out
Scott
near
in
the
the second
30-yard
quarter?
line.
I mean, you can't go wrong with a guy like him. All you
right.
need is 3 yards per play. You get a first down.
That's
You want
a
to burn the
first
clock.
down, Dallastown.
Great job from
And let's
Dallastown.
get some more.
That's a first down for Dallastown.
I think you can sense who the public address announcer here is rooting for as the audience. But it's a first down for Dallastown.
First
New set
down
of
of the,
downs.
I believe, of the first half for Dallastown.
Yes. Quarterback keeper. Direct snap.
Evan Reiner with the keeper.
Little
Just
wildcat
past
formation
the
set
30-yard
up
line.
for Dallastown with just
Second
over 9
down.
minutes to go.
for the
Second down and 8.
Wildcats.
We mentioned earlier, Michael Scott, 5 Division I offers on the table. Temple, Maryland, West Virginia.
Amazing. I mean, kudos to him. Like I said, to be a student athlete and get the Division I offers, I mean, I believe that's something else. And that's what we do Sports Shooting Stars for.
Toledo and University of Cincinnati. And there's Michael looking to throw the ball. Some trickery going there.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love trick plays, especially
Michael
in football.
Scott rolls out.
And when you're
His
down
pass is
28-0, you don't have
complete to
really
Jack
much to
Mahoney
lose.
on the near side.
You got to catch the other team kind of slipping a little bit. Just get those 3 yards, 4
Third
yards,
down for the Wildcats.
and take some time off the clock.
Well, Michael played quarterback at the younger levels in the Dallastown Cougar system.
He's just a complete football player, a guy that can play probably all positions. Also a track star as well. So I want to give a shout out to
And
Michael.
basketball as
and
well.
basketball, 3-sport athlete. 3rd and 5. And that's a first down.
Yes. Christopher Cromartie.
Michael Scott hands off to Christopher Cromartie.
And since
He's down, up past the 40. That's another first down, Dallastown.
Hey, I think that's a great thing. 2
Let's
first
get
downs
some more.
in this series, and that's a lot of momentum right there for Dallastown. And now they're going more to Michael Scott.
Yes,
and they're getting those first downs.
And we mentioned earlier, more of a wildcat formation offensively.
Kind of
since
catching
Matt Stone's been
the
out
Blue
with an
Streaks
injury.
off guard somewhat. Dallastown has to keep this momentum going.
Direct snap to Michael Scott, looking for running room near side, 45-50. And wow, they moved in rather
Michael
quicker.
Scott
You,
with
you
the
kind of thought he was
keepers
going to turn the
into
burners
Manheim
on.
Territory, first down, Wildcats.
And how about that, Ty? 3
Let's
first downs in
get
the series so
some
far.
more.
First down.
We're seeing some new offensive schemes here put forth by Dallastown, and it's mixing things up a little bit against this Manheim Township defense.
Looks like that Wildcat is really working, and I wouldn't go away from it.
Direct snap again to Michael Scott.
Got lead blockers. And with that Wildcat, I mean, I don't know the
Michael
dynamics of
Scott,
everything with the Wildcat, but I
again
know
with
you
the
have 2
keeper.
lead blockers that's right in front of
Down
you. Get into your
inside
special
the
teams,
45
your skilled
of
player, and you
Manheim.
can make some moves off that and get some yardage.
And with Michael's speed, yes, it's on display now.
I want to thank all the fans for tuning in. Please go to Sports Shooting Stars, Instagram, Twitter, and also Facebook. Like our page. Engage. Like I said, we're going to be here all season long. We're bringing YAIAA football games throughout this season. Got a lot of big matchups happening. Don't throw the ball, Dallastown. Keep it on the ground. You're doing a great job so far. A little mixer
Oh, and Christopher
number
Cromartie.
50. That's a big-time play
Number
for
50,
number
that's
50.
Julian LaRue.
To Cromartie.
Junior, 6'3", 280 pound
Julian LaRue
defensive
with the
tackle.
takedown.
Penetrated and made a big play.
Third down for Dallastown.
And we may have to do a replay on that one, Todd. Let's see if we can catch this one.
Sure.
Still working with our replay. That was a big-time play. Dallastown back in the Wildcat.
And Michael Scott with the direct snap inside Manheim Township territory.
Getting
down
very
inside
close.
the 40. Just
Getting very close.
inches
Michael
away from
Scott
breaking one.
Around the near side.
I remember
down
last year,
inside
Todd,
the 40.
And what I think is important about this drive is it's keeping Manheim Township's offense off the field.
Yes.
And keeping their defense
Fourth down
on the field.
and short for
And
the
this
Wildcats.
has really been the first significant drive for Dallastown all
Absolutely.
game.
And you're getting the ball to your skilled players, and I think that's very beneficial. Right now is a 4th down, and rightfully so. Coach from Dallastown wants to take a timeout to talk this over.
Coach Levi Murphy in his 2nd season, the youngest head coach in YAIAA.
OSS Health
Your
is a
scorer,
proud sponsor of the
Manheim Township
YAIAA.
27, Dallastown 0,
OSS Health
5:53
offers
to go
quick
before
access
half.
And while we have a quick break,
orthopedic
we might as well
care
go
in
through
5
our
convenient
sponsors,
locations.
give them some
In York,
recognition.
Hanover, Mechanicsburg. OSS provides spine and joint care, pain management, and sports medicine. Urgent care is also available 7 days a week in York and Mechanicsburg. So, come and see us for your orthopedic needs. We get you back in the game. Visit us at www.osshealth.com.
Back to action here.
Jack Mahoney
And it
with
was-
the keeper.
And back to action. Sorry
Yeah,
about that,
rather
Todd. We were
quickly,
talking
yeah,
on the
in between
sideline here.
A commercial break and a 4th down and 1 now.
This will be a close one.
That was a 4th and inches, and
Yes,
I don't know
and
if they're
we're
going to measure it or not. It looks like they may bring out that chain gang. Yes,
And
they are. Ooh, it's going to be a
In the
crucial
meantime,
play
we
with
have
Dallastown.
our first cell phone sent up to the press box. Someone has lost a cell phone. All I can tell you is there's 5 messages from Mom on this cell phone.
And from my vantage point, Todd, looks like a first down to me. Let's see how it's going to look.
Here.
See if they get a little home field advantage.
We're going to find out here momentarily.
Oh,
And it looks
no,
like-
way short.
Yes,
About
they're
5
short.
inches short.
And
Blue Streaks will take
Blue
over
Streaks
first
defense
and 10
holds.
at their own 38.5 yard line.
5:49 to go before halftime, and it's been all Manheim Township here in the first half. 2 touchdowns by Clancy, and of course their wide receiver Landon Cannell.
Yeah, I
2 touchdowns.
want to give Dallastown a lot of credit. 3 first downs in that series when they had the ball. They were really pushing the ball down the field, getting the ball to Michael Scott. He had lead blockers. The Wildcat was wildly successful in that drive, and then got to that 3rd and inches and couldn't
just stalled.
convert.
Yeah, they just stalled there, but
Giving the Blue Streaks the ball back with 5 minutes and 49 seconds to go in the second quarter.
and plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Back to Clancy looking for running room, and stripped up for a
Wow.
loss.
And off to Clancy.
Jalen Cook.
Jalen Cook with a
We've
takedown
called
well
his name.
behind the line of scrimmage.
We've called his name a few times from the defensive
Second
standpoint.
down and long for the Blue Streaks.
I'll tell you what, Jalen Cook is having a great defensive game so far. He's getting busy on offense as well, but defensively, he's been really an anchor on that defensive side of the ball.
Just over 5 minutes to go before halftime. 2nd down and 17. Ball looks like they'll have to get the first down about the 49-yard line, Manheim.
Roll out.
Peyton Johnson rolling out, going deep, one-on-one coverage. Oh, and just overthrew his intended receiver.
Johnson's pass intended
Landon
for Kennel. Incomplete. 3rd and long.
Well, I tell you what, Hayden Johnson just proved that he has an arm. He can throw going left or going
Or
right.
right. Yeah,
And he has some power behind that arm as well.
and you really-
Accuracy is on point.
Yeah, and you notice it from where we're positioned here at Wildcat Stadium.
Love being out here in the elements with the crowd and hearing the noise and hearing everything that's going on.
Yeah,
Makes
it
you
adds-
feel like you're part of the game.
It adds a certain element to the broadcast.
Back in shotgun again.
Hayden Johnson looking
Going
downfield,
deep. Oh, no.
out of the pocket, brought down.
I tell you what,
And
the Blue Streaks are looking to go
Johnson
deep
weeds
down the
his way
field. But Johnson's
out past the
as a
35,
quarterback with a
flag on the
high
flag.
IQ. He knew there was nothing down there, just kind of kept the ball.
But a flag thrown.
Most likely this will be a holding call against the Blue Streaks.
.451 to go before halftime, and we're awaiting call from the officials.
Riley Warback on the tackle on that last play.
Holding. Number 51, offense. That penalty's declined. 4th down.
Well, there you heard it, a holding penalty
4th
against
and
Manheim
long
Township.
for the Blue Streaks.
That'll bring up a 4th down and brings their punting unit out onto the field.
Jalen Cook lines up deep.
Want the fans to stick around for halftime. We're going to show our
Hayden
sponsors
Johnson
and also give some
will punt.
updates on some other games around the league. And it's the first time, well, second time, I believe the Blue Streaks are punting, giving Dallastown some good field position if they can do something on this return.
Good punt. Takes a Manheim Township bounce down and around the 15-yard line.
And that's tough.
With 4:22 to go before halftime. Your score, Manheim Township 27,
Johnson's
Dallastown 0.
Down near the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
Back to action here from Wildcat Stadium. Wildcats with the ball offensively. It looks like there's some movement. Whistle blown.
Dead ball. False start. 53. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Penalty against Colby Lockman, junior lineman. False start. Will move Dallastown back 5 yards. Now it'll be a first down and 15, ball on the 11-yard line with 4:22 to go.
Looks like a halfback pass.
Scott down to Cook. Oh!
There's a
And
flag.
a flag thrown.
Michael Scott's pass intended for Jalen Cook.
Hey,
Incomplete.
love the
flag
play.
On
Love the play call.
play.
You got to mix it up a little bit, especially when you're down by more than one touchdown.
and they
against a powerhouse team like Manheim Township, I really like the play. They get Michael Scott involved at all aspects of the game.
And they certainly have shuffled the
Pass
deck here
interference.
offensively.
22. Defense. 15-yard penalty. Previous spot. Result of the play.
First down.
That's a great play. Give me Dallastown on first down.
Rodriguez, pass interference, will give Dallastown a new set of downs. And this offense now looks a little different.
Well, you got to mix
With
it up
Michael
a little
Scott
bit. You know,
back
you try to come out
here.
and, go blow for blow, and you seem like you're being a little bit outmatched. So now you just got to go in your bag of tricks a little deeper and, and keep them reeling back. And that's what Dallastown's doing right now against the Blue Streaks.
And a tip of the hat to the coach Levi Murphy and his coaching staff for making some adjustments here offensively.
Oh, absolutely. But I tell you what's not working right
Reiner
now,
with the
especially
keeper.
not without having Shamar Smith in the game, running up the gut. For Dallastown, for the Blue Streaks, they're a really good team, especially up front. Dallastown's getting no success running the ball up the gut, especially with Shamar Smith, who got injured in the first quarter
for the Wildcats.
without him being in the game.
He's out, of course. Quarterback Matt Stone out for the remainder of the game. Now Dallastown with the ball, 2nd down and 9. Full complement of timeouts, 3 timeouts.
And I'm a little bit confused why the clock is still running when that was an incomplete pass.
Direct snap to Michael Scott, looking for running room.
I want to give a lot of credit
Michael Scott with the keeper.
to number
He's out
11
past the
for
30-yard
the Blue
line.
Streaks. Did a really good job of stopping up the hole and really slowing down
Third
the
down
ball
for
carrier.
Antonio
Dallastown.
Vasquez, number 11.
Did a great job of slowing up the process and not allowing Dallastown to get the ball down the field.
Ball at the 30-yard line, brings up a 3rd down and 6 with just under 3 minutes remaining here before halftime. Dallastown looking to break the ice. Shut out here in the first half.
Direct
Michael
snap.
Scott
He had
looking
some
for
field.
running room, far side. And is not going to get much on that play.
Wow.
And it will
Michael
bring up
Scott
a 4th down.
tries the
That
far
was a
side.
one-on-one play there. Wasn't really any blockers out there, and Blue Streaks did a great job of running down Michael Scott.
Timeout.
And that was a tackle by committee.
Manheim Township.
Yeah.
2nd timeout of the first half.
Manheim Township will use
4th down
their
for the
2nd of
Wildcats.
3 timeouts here with 2:42 to go. Your score, Manheim Township 27, Dallastown 0.
Wanna
Coming
let-
to from
Sorry, Todd. I
Wildcat.
also want to let the fans know that they can vote. Go to the YouTube page and vote for player of the game. It's still a little early. We're going to go ahead and give an image of what the voting of one of our player of the games
we
going to
have
look
some
like.
Dallastown royalty here this evening, folks. Shout out to our We also have Dallastown's 1982.
Fans have an opportunity to help us vote for player of the game. Go to the YouTube chat. Let us know who you believe the player of the game is. Still very early. We'll just let you give you a preview towards the fourth quarter when we're really looking for the player of the game.
Nick Slusher back to punt for Dallastown.
That's a block.
And that's a block by Manheim Township. And we talk about the third phase of this game, special teams. Big play by Manheim
Illegal
Township.
formation. 5 in the backfield. That penalty's declined. First down.
And that's a double whammy for Dallastown. Block punt and a penalty on the offensive side. And we said it again,
Riley
the three phases of the
Ronsel
game, the Blue
with
Streaks
the block
on
punt.
the road are playing very
First down for the
good
Streaks.
defense and good football over here at Dallas
Inside the
Stadium.
Wildcat 20.
And you sense this Manheim Township team, is getting ready for
Looks
next
like the
week
14-yard
against
line.
Harrisburg Cougars.
Oh, that's going to be
what a
huge
matchup that
game.
will be.
Absolutely huge game.
And I don't want to, take anything away. We still have a second half here
We do.
at Wildcat Stadium, but they are in
Great
mid-season
position.
form right now,
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
Manheim
This is
Township Blue
This is how
Streaks.
you want to set the tone for your football club, especially early in the season. With these non-conference games, they can be warm-up games or they can be, get you a little bit defeated. But right now, the Blue Streaks are playing some great football.
And set up nicely here in field position. Clancy with a
Oh, he has a
carry right up
blocker.
the middle. Has some blockers inside the 5.
All the way.
He's in for the score.
And that was just too easy.
Clancy with a 14-yard touchdown.
Hand off to Clancy. He dances into the end zone. Touchdown, Manheim Township.
And that's a touchdown.
Declan Clancy, his third touchdown
Wow.
tonight, and it's just been an onslaught of offensive production here by Manheim
And Clancy
Township.
has to be in a running for player of the game. He's out here playing incredible
out.
football.
Streaking all around here on the field as the Blue Streaks. It looks like a 2-point conversion now for Manheim Township. And in for the 2-point conversion, Declan
Clancy around the near side. He's into the end zone for the extra 2-point conversion.
And just like that, it gives Manheim Township the lead 35-0. And a flag thrown on the play for
It's getting a little chippy
getting a
out
little
there
chippy.
right now.
And, I think for Dallastown, the players, pretty frustrated, I think, right now, this
absolutely,
Dallastown
especially-
Wildcats being slapped around a little bit right now with this score, 35-0 deal,
And-
on
and-
their home turf.
I know home turf. I was about to say that too. There's a pride issue going on with Dallastown right now, and to be getting, shellacked like this
Yes.
in front of their home fans is kind of tough. But they got to stay disciplined. This is a non-conference game. Sometimes you kind of can gauge, what kind of ball club you have, down or not. We talked about that watching York High last week, against Harrisburg, and we saw some other guys from York High step up.
There are 2 fouls on the play.
That we wasn't really looking for.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 17 of White. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 4 of White. Both penalties will be administered on the kickoff. That is both of their first unsportsmanlikes of the game.
Well, we stand correct. Sportsmanlike conduct against Manheim Township.
Yeah, Manheim Township is too good of a team to
Yeah,
have
that's-
unsportsmanlike conduct, especially being up by 5 touchdowns so far in the game. You just want to kind of keep things cool, You want to be respectful, especially playing on the road. They're a really good team, so I know that, a high-class team, Manheim Township. I want to give a shout-out also to Kate Burdett. He's their main videographer for Manheim Township. Our guy, did a lot of visuals for us.
Through the years.
Former Central York graduate as well, played on the football team. Big shout-out to Kate. He's always helping us out. Good kid. Like I said, got a lot of love for Cade.
Yeah.
Also his dad, Paul.
I had a chance to see Cade pregame, talking to him a little bit down on the field as I was down walking, catching both teams warming up. And, yeah, he's their exclusive videographer for the whole season. And you can check him out on social media, Cade Visuals.
I'll tell you what. Manheim Township got themselves a gem because Cade Visuals are probably, it's superb, one of the best.
Excellent work.
And I say a lot of his videos are like a movie because he gives you a start, a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yes, he
does a great job. He puts
Michael
his foot
Scott
in it
lines up deep
every
for
time.
the Wildcats.
He comes out with a video.
And based
Johnny
off,
Morales will kick off.
I want to remind the fans that are tuned in, they may wonder when that running clock takes effect. In the second half, 35 points. So it's not in the first half.
Jalen Cook is
And how
deep for
about
the
last year when
Wildcats.
these two teams met against each other, when you had University of Pitt commit
Kenny
Johnson against Penn State commit Anthony Ivy. I mean, it was lights out football. They were just throwing bombs back and forth to each other. And Kenny Johnson also played DB. And he was making some big-time tackles and running guys down. And Anthony Ivy had a game of his life. He did really a good job and really kept pace for the Manheim Township Blue Streaks. And they almost kicking from their end zone.
Oh, almost. Oh, buddy. I mean,
this should
inside
give
the
Dallastown
15-yard
great field position.
A high but short kick to the up man at the 45-yard line, midfield.
That man doesn't always get
Brandon
the ball.
Bear.
I would be in a situation like this, Todd, if I was the coach.
With the return
if
out
the
near
up man gets the
midfield.
ball on the kick, pitch it back to Michael Scott. That's probably your best option. A little misdirection going on.
And Brandon Bear looks to be slow to get up here. An injury timeout on the field with 2:19 to go before halftime in a game that's really been all about Manheim Township. 35 points, Dallastown being shut out here in the first half. But still plenty of football remaining, and we want to remind the fans to stay tuned for our second half. And you may be wondering, hey, when's your next broadcast? Well, we'll be on the air next Friday as we make our way to Central York as they'll play host to Hempfield in the final week of non-conference games next week. And that should be a great one. Joel's Golf, a D1 commit going to the University of Pitt. Across the way from Hempfield, David Polly, a USC commit.
And on the defensive side for Central York, can't forget Dominic Grove. He's having a great season last year. I believe against that Harrisburg game, he had about 20 tackles. He was calling his name throughout the whole game. First team YIAA. Also made nomination for All-State as well. So, he's a big-time player. This is his senior season. He's having a great season so far.
A tackling machine, as I was going to say, And Dominic Grove, a senior for the Central York Panthers. Of course, Saxton Sukanik, Matthew Parker, getting some interest from Penn State, both of those players.
And also want to mention to the fans, that game is next week, Hempfield versus Central York. And you can see the graphic on our screen. That game should be a really good one.
And the quarterback, sophomore, Brooklyn Nace.
Got to give a lot of love to Brooklyn Nace. Got the QB1 position.
Yes.
Beat out a senior, beat out a junior, and I believe another sophomore, getting that opportunity. And he was voted as Central York Offensive Player of the Week. So he's done a great job. Known Brooklyn since he was in 3rd grade, and he's always been a high IQ type of player. Very happy for him to get that position, as QB1. And with him being only a sophomore, expect him to be there for the next 3 years.
Yes, exactly. And
The Dallastown Area Educational
fans may
Foundation
recognize the name Brooklyn Nace. He played as a freshman for the Central York basketball team.
Well, speaking of that freshman team, you also have Ryan Brown Jr. And then you have Brooklyn Nace playing in that York County Championship game. 2 freshmen that,
That's a big stage, and the freshmen delivered in a big way, both of them.
Yeah,
So it absolutely should be exciting.
And on top of that, those 2 guys are close friends. So that's a good thing.
Please visit.
Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, It's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Stu Jones.
Dallastown High School stage. Grab a flyer from any of the Dallastown Performing Arts Club members at their table by the side of the ticket booth today. Look for our tent.
And this Dallastown team, dude, tonight's had some injuries. Back to action here. Ball set up midfield for Dallastown. Great starting position for the Wildcats. Kistner back, looking to throw downfield, and he unloads the ball with 2:13
Cody
to
Kistner's
go.
pass. Out of bounds. Intended for Jack Mahoney.
Jack Mahoney, the intended receiver. Junior, 6'5", 205-pound receiver for Dallastown. Brings up a 2nd down and 10. Dallastown has to get the ball on the 40-yard line for a 1st down. 3 timeouts remaining, so plenty of time here to work with. Kistner back. And just brought down. You hear those pads popping.
And Dallastown's looking to go deep. I believe
Kistner
they should go with some more
taken
wildcat
down behind the line
and
of
also
scrimmage.
quick slant plays. You just want to get 3-4 yards. You know,
Eli Rodriguez in
don't
on
want to
the
hold the ball
sack.
too long. You know the Blue Streaks are coming, and they're coming
3rd
fast.
down for Dallastown.
Want to get the ball as soon as possible. Dallastown has to go back to that wildcat. That's been very successful for them so far in the first half.
Yeah, and we noticed early in the first half here, several injured Dallastown Wildcats as Brandon Bear is down on the training table.
And also
below
Matthew
us.
Stone, the starting
out,
quarterback.
yeah.
So
Right arm in a sling, presumably out for the remainder of this game as Cody Kistner, the backup quarterback's in shotgun formation. 3rd and 14, going deep, one-on-one coverage. Intended for Jalen Cook, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
And
Kistner's
Jalen Cook
pass
can
intended
make
for
those
Cook.
type of catches
Incomplete.
just to get a chance to catch it there.
4th down for the Wildcats.
And really not much time was burned off the clock for Dallastown. It's going to give the Blue Streaks a great opportunity, with 1 minute, 21 seconds to do something with the ball.
And 1 timeout remaining for the Blue Streaks, and we know they're kind of a quick strike offense.
They are. And let's not forget about their special teams also making plays tonight.
Block punt earlier. And now they have 2 returners back for the pending punt here by Nick Slusher, number 7 for Dallastown.
Timeout. Dallastown. First timeout of the first half.
Timeout call by Dallastown with 1:21 to go. Your score, Manheim Township 35, Dallastown 0. Hope to give you some scores from around the league that are taking place tonight in YIAA high school football action. Columbia leads Hanover 21-7. Halftime, Kutztown leads York Tech 21-7. Going down through the scores here, Southwestern 14, Dover 12. And we'll get back to giving you some more scores from around the league here as Dallastown gets set to punt the ball off. Back to Manheim, 1:21 to go here before halftime in a game that's really been all about Manheim Township coming in here with a 1-0 record. A high punt, returnable.
There's a flag on the play. Great field
Alan
position.
Feliciano out near midfield with 1:07
Jack
remaining.
Mahoney's punt fielded by Alan Feliciano. Nicholas White with a tackle. He's out near the 45-yard line.
And we'll see what Manheim Township has dialed up here before halftime.
Got a quick update from our guy, Marcel's Gottwald. Redline 8, West York 6 at halftime.
A baseball score taking place not too
Baseball
far
score.
from here over at Hornfield. The home opener for the Lions, and will be there at Hornfield in a couple weeks as they'll play host to York High.
Also want to give a big shout out to the Gift Horse Brewer
Timeout.
downtown York,
Dallastown.
Pennsylvania. They're showing our game on a big
Second
screen.
time
On
out of
First
down.
Friday. Well, what a fantastic night for First Friday. Hello to all the viewers from downtown York.
Absolutely.
Todd Edwards, Dew Jones.
Got our good guys, Mick and also Jason Snyder down there, showing the game on
Fans
the big
indulging
screen.
in some adult beverages while watching Sports Shooting Stars this Friday. First Friday in downtown, always a popular festivity, and what a night for that event downtown York. Beautiful night as we turn the calendar to September 1st. 1:07 remaining here before halftime.
And what a beautiful view to see that game up on the big screen down at the Gift Horse, located right across the street from the courthouse, downtown York, George Street. And
Well,
right
and-
now we're also showing our sponsors. You guys can check them out.
And if our fans remember, last year we had like a pregame show there,
did.
and we may have to replicate that again this
Will.
season.
Will, before
at some point.
the Division I championship game, title game for football, we'll be back down there for another presentation, kind of like a college game day type of feel.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. Looking forward to it.
And now we are back to action with about 1 minute and 7 seconds to go. The Blue Streaks in total control of this game.
Spread offense as Hayden Johnson leads his offense back out on the field, looking for a receiver downfield, going deep. One-on-one coverage, and caught, Dew. Down near the 15-yard line.
Johnson's
Nick
pass.
Palumbo.
What an
Complete
incredible
to
play.
Palumbo down near the 15-yard line.
And everything is going in the direction of Manheim Township.
Jalen
We're
Cook
under a minute
on
to
the
go.
defense.
Manheim Township in really no hurry here offensively. One timeout remaining, but excellent position. Another pass catch into the end zone.
Johnson's pass complete to Antonio
Touchdown.
Vasquez.
And that's a quick
Into the end
touchdown.
zone.
Antonio
Touchdown.
Vasquez with
Manheim
a
Township.
16-yard touchdown reception, and just like that.
And we had to do a quick replay to show that big-time catch that set up the touchdown. Wow.
Impressive performance by
Oh,
Manheim
man,
Township out of the
41
Lancaster
points.
Lebanon League. Not a team we profile a lot here on Sports Shooting Stars, but an impressive performance so far. And still 36 seconds remaining here in the first half, Dew.
This Blue Streak team looks very scary out here tonight, Todd.
And a team I have a feeling we may be seeing in districts. The kick is up and good. And your score, Manheim Township
With the extra
42,
point.
Dallastown 0. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars as we bring the game to you this Friday night. Yes, Stu, we mentioned just a while ago, we'll be over at Hornfield for our first ever football broadcast as they'll play host to the York High Bearcats. And then, of course, to close out the season, you wouldn't want it any other way, would you? York High and Central York on Sports Shooting Stars and what's traditionally been really for the Division I title. And it's going to be interesting to see this year. I think until someone's able to beat Central, they're the team to beat, at least in Division I, YIAA.
Well, I believe this year everything's up for grabs in the Division I race. You have Southwestern, you have York High, of course, you have Redline, you have Central, but, you know, I believe in all years, because as we said before, I believe Central York hasn't lost a YIAA matchup since 2018.
Yes,
so.
we broadcasted that game at York High
Yeah,
when
and
they
that-
knocked out Cade Brabula
yeah.
and
That was
inserted
Deidre
freshman.
Stewart with the big-time hit.
Big
He had
time
an
hit.
incredible offensive performance that game. I believe he had 5 touchdowns. He's played both sides of the ball. One of the best players I ever seen play, Deidre Stewart, York High's running back.
The rivalry continues as we're back to action here. Dallastown looking for a spark. Oh, hit hard. Dayon Brooks brought down
Dayon Brooks fields the
by
football. He's out
Marcos
past the
Fernandez
10.
with the tackle.
Looks like the 15-yard line. Marcos Fernandez with the tackle.
And one thing I believe that Coach Levi Murphy for Dallastown wants to express to his team during halftime is blocking. I haven't seen a lot of blocking going on for Dallastown. They did a great job in the Wildcat, but it's been blocking in spurts. They need to block every single play.
Kistner
trying to
back
make plays.
under pressure and just brought down. Oh, and he's brought down hard, dude, on the turf. And
that
no
play
flag
was incredible.
thrown. Oh,
and we're going to try to
Cody
rewind
Kistner
that.
taken down behind the line of
So you
scrimmage.
can see
you
what
kind of
just
felt
happened.
that from our broadcast booth as he was Cody Kistner taken down hard. And that may be the final play here as we are about to enter halftime as the clock winds down here from Wildcat Stadium. And your score, Manheim Township 42, Dallastown 0.
And that's pretty much it. We're going to try to show an instant replay of that big-time tackle. That was aggressive.
And both teams will make their way to the locker room. And Manheim Township, their first half has just been all blue streaks here over the Wildcats. As fans get the chance to stretch their legs out here at Wildcat Stadium. Hope to have scores from around the league as the bands will make their way out here for a little halftime entertainment.
Saw that replay of that tackle just now. That's almost like a suplex.
Yeah.
You know, a wrestling move
Little
almost.
WWE here, huh? I mean, it's...
But, you know, the kid got right back up. Cody did a great job stepping in for Matthew Stoner, the injured quarterback, and they're playing some good football. You still have another half to go because you're not going to give up on Dallastown. Coming up here soon is going to be the halftime report from us and also the halftime show with the band here at Dallastown.
Want to thank the fans for tuning in this Friday to Sports Shooting Stars. As we mentioned, both teams making their way back to the locker room. And the first half, it's been all Manheim Township. And, I mean, the scoring, I'll tell you,
comes from everyone.
Yeah, Declan Clancy, 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion.
Tough player.
Yeah, Antonio Vasquez, a 16-yard touchdown reception. And then Landon Cannell, 2 touchdown receptions. It's just been all Manheim Township. And, of course, in the second half, we'll have a running clock.
Yes, it will. And we're going to go ahead and go to our halftime presentation. We'll be back in a few minutes. And when we come back, it should be the time for the start of the band from Manheim Township.
Featuring the biggest games in central Pennsylvania in HD on Comcast Cable TV. What about the biggest basketball games in central Pennsylvania? Don't worry, Sports Shooting Stars got you covered. Looking to become a sponsor? Well, reach out to Sports Shooting Stars. We have sponsorships available game by game or all season long. Get involved with the #1 sports media company in central Pennsylvania. Sports Shooting Stars.
Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Stu Jones.
Want to thank the fans for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and let the high school band for the Blue Streaks perform.
Of the Galaxy Volume 2 by Tyler Bates and Portals from Avengers Endgame by Alan Silvestri.
We'll have the camera on so you guys can watch them perform and also hear their musical talents. And we'll be back in about 5 to 6 minutes. Thanks for tuning in to Sports Shooting Stars, our first game of our official first game of our football season 2023-24, and we'll be back in a few.
And now the Manheim Township Marching Band is proud to present Heroes and Villains. Gentlemen, the Manheim Township High School Marching Band.
We have our second cell phone find of the 2023 fall season. It's a gray Apple iPhone. It is located at the ticket booth. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wildcat cheerleaders. Amazing. Great job, girls. This is Michael Scott.
We're back, sports fans. Michael Scott getting set to kick it off here for Dallastown
Manheim Township
to start the
Alan
second half.
Feliciano.
Alan Feliciano back to catch the ball. Kickoff. And Manheim Township out past the 30-yard line.
Feliciano with the return
Feliciano.
out past the 35-yard line. Jaden Arias with the tackle.
Your score at Manheim Township 42, Dallastown being shut out 0. Had the chance to go down halftime, talk to some of the Dallastown personnel. Quarterback Matt Stone, just want to let everyone know, taken out by ambulance. I'm being told it is his elbow. You never want to hear that, sad news to report tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
On the quarterback for Dallastown.
Definitely want to wish well wishes to Matthew Stone. He's a great quarterback for Dallastown Wildcats, and he did a great job out there so far. But, he's injured right now. We just hope.
Yeah, and a superb baseball player. Had a great sophomore season for Dallastown. Hayden Johnson back in shotgun formation for the Blue Streaks. And it's a quarterback.
And there's some flags on the play. Some laundry on the field, as they like to say.
Well, let me stand corrected now. It looks like Carson Wesser, the backup quarterback, in for Manheim. And Hayden Johnson's night may be done.
Riley Rohrbach with the tackle on that last play.
And moves Manheim Township back here with the penalty. Looks like they'll need to get to the 46-yard line for their first down, 1st and 20. As a new quarterback's in for Manheim Township. Looks like that was
Off to Jake Arcudi.
Jake Arcudi, backup running back in for Manheim Township, and it would appear to be a lot of reserve players now in for Manheim Township with a commanding lead right now, shutting Dallastown out 42-0. Brings up a 2nd down and 13 for Manheim Township. Spread offense for the Blue Streaks. Back to the running game, right up the middle, past the 40-yard line.
Arcudi, again the ball.
First down.
Jake Arcudi.
Wildcats it on the play.
A junior for Manheim. And this is rather important for some of the reserve players from Manheim Township to get some playing time.
Anderson
because you never know. It's a long season, and with injuries, you never know when next
Kambamba
man up could be in effect.
Absolutely. And with this being an out-of-conference game, they're already up 42 points. There's a great opportunity to get some other guys an opportunity to show what they got.
And that's a first down completion. And more for number 16, Charlie Hill.
Carson Weisser's pass.
His first reception.
Complete to Charlie Hill.
See you, man. Take care. Yep.
Weist with the tackle. First down for the Blue
And a
Streaks.
new set of downs for Manheim Township. Ball on the 40-yard line of Dallastown, and it doesn't look like Manheim Township's missing a beat here, with a lot of the reserve players in for the Blue Streaks. Certainly a team that you're potentially going to see in districts in November. And another running play near side, down inside the 15-yard line.
Incredible play.
Arcudi around the near side.
Jake Arcudi.
Looks like he's down inside the 20.
Great run from Arcudi.
Anderson with the tackle.
We're going to go ahead and cue
Just
that up.
Well worth it. Replay. Another look at Jake Arcudi now coming in. filling in for Declan Clancy, whose night's done with this commanding lead, 42-0. Clock continues to run, just under 8:40 to go here in the third quarter.
Manheim Township just running the ball right down the throats of Dallastown.
Back to Arcuti running.
That's a good tackle.
Arcuti with the carry.
And Dallastown can't get their heads down too low. They're playing against a powerhouse team like Manheim Township. You know, has some big-time players over there. And this is an out-of-conference game. So, you know, they still can rumble and do some good things in the YIAA.
And for fans that are wondering, Dallastown will head to the road, on the road next week, to the sweetest place on earth. They'll play Hershey next Friday. This Manheim Township team, well, we talked earlier about it. They'll be facing off against Harrisburg.
Wow.
What a main event matchup next week in week 3. Certainly a game to watch next week. And a quarterback keeper. Plenty of blocks ahead of him.
Still on his feet. And this series so far to start the third quarter, Manheim Township looks like a well-oiled machine.
Yes,
Nothing's slowing them down at all.
With the keeper around the near
Led by
side.
their head coach, Mark Evans, and another injured Dallastown
Squeezed
Wildcat.
again with the tackle.
We mentioned the injuries for Dallastown tonight. A bit disconcerting if you're a Wildcat fan, seeing a lot of the players injured tonight. As the training staff tends to the injured player. I can't quite make it out from our vantage point here.
Yeah, right now would be a great time to roll into some of our sponsors that's up on the screen right now playing.
Some new graphics, some new features being entering here season 8 with Sports Shooting Stars.
Absolutely. Some new features that we're trying to play around with in this first game of the season. Big shout out to all our sponsors. And there's also ways to become a sponsor. You want to email us at sportsshootingstars@gmail.com. Of course, you have OSS Health, Sports Medicine.
Oh, Thornton Automotive of Dover with Wes Myers.
Basil Insurance as well, Parmer's Pizza, Fairview Early Learning.
William Phillips, the injured Wildcat.
S3 Performance Training, Scholar Prep and Tutoring. Land and Seed Landscaping. Several ways to become a sponsor. Please reach out to us.
And a pitch out and a fumble. And Dallastown may have recovered that.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Manheim Township.
Manheim Township did recover the ball.
I was going to say, that would have been the first mistake of the whole game for Manheim Township. They're playing some excellent football.
Well, aside from the missed point after attempt, not many mistakes here by Manheim Township, as it's been all blue streaks over the Wildcats tonight, shutting Dallastown out. As we mentioned, Dallastown in week 3 will travel to the sweetest place on earth, Hershey, next week, looking for their ever-elusive first win of the season. And then week 4 will kick in with regular season action in the conference.
And big shout out to Jeremy Miller. He's helping us out with some updates. Central York 3-7-0.
Curious to know that York High Hempfield game going on, too. That's being played down at Smalls Athletic Field. Big matchup there. We'll have Hempfield, the Black Knights, next week as they travel to Central York.
Central York up 7-0 over Cumberland Valley in the third quarter. That update was by our friend Jeremy Miller, friend of the broadcast. He's on our YouTube chat. We tell the fans, go to the YouTube chat. Let us know what's going on around the league. Really appreciate all the support. Also, another update. York High 20-10 over Henfield at halftime. Great job from York High bouncing back from that
50-20 loss to Harrisburg.
Right.
Ineligible downfield against the offense. Pass interference against the defense. Those penalties all set. Replay second down.
Well, there you have it, sports fan. Offsetting penalties. They'll replay second down. Ball on the 11-yard line. Looks. I tell you, looking at the stands here on the Dallastown side, a lot of the fans still sticking with their team here tonight. And it's a beautiful night to be outside, quite candidly. And a running play right up the middle near the goal line and in for the touchdown.
That's an easy touchdown.
I believe that's Jake Arcudi with his first score. I'm awaiting the jersey number.
Jake Arcudi into the end zone, touchdown. Manheim Township.
And another touchdown by Manheim Township Blue Streaks. Any questions as to that worthy of a replay? Jake Arcudi, Jr., 5'10", 165-pound running back. Believe
Williams' extra point is good.
Dallastown, I believe, will be back here 2 weeks from tonight as they'll play host to Southwestern. But again, they'll be on the road next week at Hershey. Manheim Township, we mentioned, will be playing the Harrisburg Cougars next week. What a game that will be. 4:47 to go here in the third quarter. Manheim Township 49, Dallastown being shut out. What a day of football here at Dallastown. The tailgate party, each and every year they have it. Various food trucks here, led by Parma's Pizza, one of our sponsors, Darren Bonaquisti. And then the cheerleaders were out. And
always a great event.
Yes,
great atmosphere here at Dallastown Wildcat Stadium.
And you couldn't ask for better weather. I mean, the weather was phenomenal. A great day to kick off football here. And this newly renovated stadium here at Dallastown. Gone are the concrete bleachers and a new press box. I want to thank Josh Lookenball for hooking us up here tonight.
Always does a great job. Josh is always very accommodating. We can literally ask him something a day before, and he makes it happen for us. Big shout out to Josh Luckenball. Thank you for everything he does. And also Dallastown, administration, just the whole the school district.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
Great
Well, you know about the school district. Your kids go here.
Oh, well, yes, I do.
Let's talk a little bit about upcoming volleyball with your daughter.
Yeah, we're going to, we're just going to throw out a little bit of a teaser. We plan to have a couple volleyball games this fall, and we'll make it an official announcement, I would imagine, within the next week or so. And, girls, we did some boys volleyball in the spring. Well, a lot of fans have asked for girls volleyball. We're going to bring – and a muff recovery. It looks like it was picked up.
That's a short kick.
Short kick, but Manheim Township with the recovery.
Wow.
The kickoff is recovered by Marcos Fernandez.
Marcos Fernandez of Manheim Township. And
first down, Manheim Township.
Everything that could go wrong is going wrong right now for Dallastown with a running clock in effect. And their defense marches back out on the field. And, again, Manheim Township knocking on the door here potentially. And with their offense, it's a quick streak. And a lot of now reserve players are in for the Blue Streaks, and there's not much of drop-off,
Well, we said that earlier. The special team is just on fire right now. We're going to go to a replay real quickly so fans can see exactly what happened. But that was a short kick. I don't know if that was on purpose or if they're just working out the special teams, but it was a great play for Manheim Township. The Blue Streaks with the ball at the 42-yard line.
Carson Weiser back out, and it's a quarterback keeper by Carson looking for running room far side. Drops his helmet.
Weiser with the keeper.
And I think if you're Manheim right now with a commanding lead of 49-0, I think you just want to kind of bleed the clock a little bit, get out of here, and head back across the river to Manheim Township with an impressive win over Dallastown.
Absolutely. You don't want either team to have any injuries. And right now you want to come out playing a clean game as they've been playing so far. And, with no injuries, it's a long season for both teams. This is some good football. Great second week of football kickoff for the state of Pennsylvania and all teams.
And a physical team. This Manheim Township Blue Streak team is a physical team. We've seen it on display tonight. Back to that running game. And plenty of green.
And there's nothing that Dallastown can do to stop the bleeding at this point. It's just been lights out football for the Blue Streaks.
running in chunks right now, under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter, and the clock can't run fast enough if you're a Dallastown fan. Again, they'll bounce back. They have a game next week at Hershey, week 3. Spread offense now for Manheim Township, and the pitch.
That's a good tackle for number 4 for Dallastown.
And number 25, we don't have
Levi Gatos.
Levi
with the tackle.
Gatos with a carry for Manheim Township. Just over 2 minutes to go.
Got a quick update on that York High game. David Ward with a 73-yard touchdown reception. Siobhan Anderson Jr., who had a great game against Harrisburg. 16 carries for 138 yards. He may be coming in as that RB1 now that Amani Bones is injured. And also Jakai Joseph with a 37-yard interception return. So it looks like York High's doing a great job of bouncing back from that loss of last
with
week.
The tackle.
Arcuti with another run.
Want to give a lot of credit to Najee Steele, the quarterback
for Manheim Township.
York High, Central York transfer over there right now. I believe Coach Stoner is kind of working out the quarterback situation to see who he wants to.
Between George Banks Jr., who's a senior.
Najee's doing a great job coming in, and like I said, George's going to have his opportunities as well. They may have a dual quarterback situation throughout the whole season.
Bearcats will play the Carlisle Thundering Herd next week in week 3 action. And power running near the goal line, waiting word, and it looks like another touchdown run.
Wow.
An 11-yard touchdown run for Jake Arcuti, and running wild here tonight, the Blue Streaks, with 1:03 to go.
Some big-time scoring so far for the Blue Streaks, around 7 or 8 touchdowns so far in the game. And they've been lights out.
8 times 7, yes. 8 touchdowns in total. Point after attempt is up and good. And your score with 1:03 to go. Manheim Township 56, Dallastown 0. You're watching third quarter action on Sports Shooting Stars.
I want to thank the fans for tuning in. We know this game is getting a little bit out of control right now for the Dallastown Wildcats, but we still appreciate the fans for tuning in. We know this is a good matchup. Dallastown's one of our teams. We like the feature. Manheim Township's in town, so that's why we decided to come do the game.
Yeah, a District 3 team, a top-ranked team coming into this season, dude. They were ranked number 1, Harrisburg 2. And I know some of the Harrisburg fans may be saying, hey, wait a minute here. Well, you're going to get your opportunity next week.
Oh, yeah.
When talk about a heavyweight matchup, Manheim Township, Harrisburg next week. I believe those teams played twice last year as well.
Yeah.
And it could very well happen again this year in 2023.
Absolutely. And how about these scores, Todd, that we've been doing so far with the one game, Imhotep versus Life Christian Academy out of Virginia, 88-0.
Yeah,
that was
incredible.
Incredible at the York Rose Bowl games. There's some big-time scoring going on between a lot of teams throughout the county. Well, I'm sorry, throughout the state of Pennsylvania. And tonight, you can see that happening as well with the Blue Streaks up 56-0, pitching a shutout against Dallastown Wildcats.
And how much do you think this Manheim Township team wants that shutout, dude, tonight?
Well, I think it's a lot to the defense. They want to set the tone. Like I said, coming off a big-time victory last week with 35-6 victory over Cumberland Valley. Now rolling right in here, they're reaching almost 100 points in 2 games already.
And another,
Things could have got really scary for Dallastown there.
Azarian Flowers with the return. And Dallastown's offense will set up just beyond the 30-yard line. 56 seconds to go in the third quarter. Want to remind the fans we'll be back on the air next week as we make our way to Central York High School as the Panthers will host the Black Knights of Hempfield. That action takes place next Friday. Looking forward to really week 3 of broadcast action with Sports Shooting Stars.
And as the fans can see, they can see that image on screen, our flyer for next week. Central York versus Hempfield, which is going to be another great matchup. Dallastown with the ball. Nothing coming at all. And this defense is stifling. They're all over the place, Todd.
Amare Hewitt, the ball carrier.
Amari Hewitt with a carry. And it looks like a new quarterback is in for Dallastown, Tyzier Bordonado. sophomore, 5'8", 145. And this may be the final play of the third quarter as the clock winds down.
I want to remind the fans, this is a running clock situation, so.
We were familiar with that last week with the War of the Roses. A lot of those games were.
Absolutely.
A passing play.
Ball was tipped, I believe.
Pass intended for Levi.
Tyseer Bordonado's pass.
Gatos falls
Intended
incomplete.
for Levi Gatos is incomplete. Third down.
We have arrived at the end of the third
Wildcats.
quarter with your score. Manheim Township 56, Dallastown 0. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars.
And we'll be back in a few minutes with the fourth quarter. And we are back with fourth quarter action.
Fourth quarter action. Dallastown with the ball, moving right to left. And a pass play. Oh.
Very close to the interception.
And I'll tell you, yeah, number 18, Sawyer Lees took a hit near the 40-yard line. He is getting up.
Bordonado.
And I mentioned it earlier. It's worth saying again. You can see the physicality of this Manheim Township Blue Streak team.
Got another tidbit for our guy, Jeremy Miller. Says that Hayden Johnson has surpassed over 5,000 passing yards in his career for Manheim Township.
Impressive number there, no doubt about it. And will be a Lehigh University commit. Jake Mahoney back to punt.
Also want to give another big shout out to the Gift Horse Brewery downtown York on George Street, showing our game on a big screen on TV. Really appreciate that.
Very thankful for the support.
Oh, I'm sorry, not the big screen, the big projector on the side of the building. So, you know, big shout out to them. We really appreciate that. You guys stick around for the fourth quarter, as we will be giving away a player of the game
post-game interview as well.
And also a post-game interview shirt.
Hope to talk to the player and maybe head coach Mark Evans as well.
Yes,
I mentioned earlier in the telecast, I did a little research. Mark Evans, a two-time national champion with the University of Miami as an offensive lineman.
Incredible.
In years 1987 and 89, playing under Jimmy Johnson. I know you're familiar with Jimmy Johnson. I coached at Elko and now pretty successful at Manheim Township as well.
Also want to give another shout out to Carter Scappa with the update. Camp Hill 34, York Catholic 7 in the fourth quarter. We appreciate all the updates
from around the league. Yes,
we also have an update on the Red Line versus West York game. Red Line up 14-6.
Red Line looking for their first win of the year after losing in week 1 at Ephrata.
About 8 minutes ago in that fourth quarter of that game. There's a punt.
With a punt. Line drive punt. Returnable.
Has an opportunity. And you got to think with Dallastown pretty much playing against the reserves from Manheim Township, they should be able to crack the scoreboard. That should be the goal. The Wildcat was very successful so far for Dallastown in the first half. They got away from it. They haven't seen I haven't seen the Wildcat since the first half, and that was actually getting them chunk yardage. They had 3 first downs on one possession. On one series, and we haven't seen it since. As this being our first game of the football season, you know, we got to knock a little bit of that rust off a little bit, get back into the swing of things.
Well, you know, between 2 days last week and 5 games due, I think I would have thought, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And
welcome back. Happy New Year, right? To
And
the
just
football
expect
season.
Manheim Township probably to run the ball a lot in this fourth quarter. And that's a big-time tackle.
I mean, right now, up 56-0. The clock continues to tick.
Handoff to Matt Matthias.
Matt Matthias with the carry.
Great tackle
Tackled
from
by
number 6.
Tyrell Etheridge.
Tyrell Etheridge, his first tackle in tonight's game. We have over 10.5 minutes remaining here in regulation.
We got to let the fans know this is a running clock situation as well. Up by this many points. I believe after 35 points,
35 points.
A running clock.
In the second half, and we found that out last week with a few of the games we broadcasted at the
Wow,
War
it
of
was
Roses.
a big-time game with Imhotep winning 88-0 over Life Christian Academy.
Steel High looked impressive, as did Harrisburg.
Absolutely.
And back to action here.
And you can hear the pads cracking now. Got to give a big shout-out as
Matthias with the ball,
to
carried the
Dallastown
ball.
Wildcat fan base. There's a lot of fans still here supporting their team. The band did an incredible job. You can hear them in the background. Big shout-out to the Blue Streaks band as well as their
and the student section.
Student
decked
section.
out tonight.
Always in full force. Want to tell the fans, go ahead and go to Sports Shooting Stars, our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook page. Look at some of the stuff that we post throughout the week and also our upcoming schedule.
And back to action here, Manheim Township in Dallastown territory, and back to that running game.
You can hear the pads starting
Matt
to crack here in the
Matthias.
fourth quarter.
And tip of the hat to the Manheim Township fans still.
Matthias with the carry. That's a first down for
A
the
nice
Blue
crowd
Streaks.
for the Blue Streaks. Traveled
Absolutely.
well tonight.
Absolutely.
On a magnificent night for football, and we hope to have this next Friday when we make our way to Central.
And I'd be remiss not to give a shout-out to our IT producer, Cliff Kern. He's from afar, pretty much from home, making sure everything's running cleanly and doing everything he can do to make sure this game runs the right way. Big shout-out to Cliff. Really appreciate everything he does for the program and with Sports Shooting Stars. Without him, there's no us. I'll often say that.
Small operation, but he plays such a big part.
Oh, yeah,
Cliff Kern,
absolutely.
behind the scenes, and back to the running game for Manheim Township.
Handoff to Matthias.
Matthias with another carry, just over 8.5 minutes remaining here in regulation.
Riley Rohrback.
Stay tuned to our post-game show as my broadcast partner, Dew Jones, and I will make our way down to the
Ryan
field.
Grimm in on
Hope
the
to
tackle.
talk to a player or two, and Coach Evans as well.
Yeah, and I think Clancy, even though he only played 2 quarters, and they ran the score up in 2 quarters, I think Clancy's probably the leading guy from the Manheim Township Ball Club as far as our player of the game.
Yeah, we have several candidates when you really think about it. I mean, Landon Cannell, 2 touchdown receptions. Of course, Jake Arcudi, 2 touchdown runs, and then you mentioned Declan Clancy with 2. A team effort tonight as Manheim Township just looks to.
The ball was loose for a
And
second.
off to Matthias.
Matthias with another
Etheridge
carry.
with the tackle.
Number 6 for Dallastown is still continuing to make plays on the defensive
Third down
end.
and long.
That's Tyrell Etheridge.
Etheridge, yep.
For the
Called
Blue
his name a few
Streaks.
times tonight. Still making plays for his team.
And I believe these are the moments the coaching staff looks at to see
Oh, yeah.
who keeps their motor running, who keeps
Yes.
making that extra effort, particularly being down by 56 points.
Wow, yeah. I mean, when you study tape, you want to see those guys who never gave up and still playing really hard. You also have to note that Shamar Smith for Dallastown is out the game, injured, the running back. And also,
It's been a physical
Matthew,
game.
Handoff to
also
Matthias.
Matthew Stone got injured, the starting quarterback. So that's 2 of their star receivers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, star
Jaden
offensive
Arias
players
with a tackle.
not playing right now.
It's been a physical game for Dallastown tonight. As you mentioned, quarterback Matt Stone taken away in an ambulance due to
Wow.
an elbow. And that's something you never want to have to report.
Never.
But we wish him the best.
Prayers up to Matthew Stone.
Yes.
Like I said, we'll try to keep the fans updated. Please follow us on Sports Shooting Stars. We're going to go ahead and do some post-game
Analysis,
after
if
this,
you will.
analysis. You'll see some more things on our page after this game.
No doubt.
Like I said, the Blue Streaks got to give them a lot of credit. Ranked number 1 for a reason. They
And
go
they're-
against Harrisburg next week, and this team is good.
And back to the running game right up the middle.
Handoff again to Matthias.
Matthias.
Hackle Wildcats in on the play.
First down.
Under 6 minutes and 20 seconds and counting here.
Jaden Banks with a tackle.
And that's an easy first down.
New set of downs for Manheim Township.
And I haven't seen them have any flaws. offense, defense, special teams. I mean, the play calling, no turnovers. I mean, this team has been a well-oiled machine.
I think the only one flaw was the missed point after attempt.
Missed
there.
point after, and I forgot about that. With so many points on the board, you're right.
You do, you. But it's been all Manheim Township tonight. And back to that power running game.
And I got to give a lot of credit to Manheim Township. They're not particularly trying to run the score up. They're playing good offense, playing good defense, and they're getting what they deserve. So, big shout out to the coaching staff of the Blue Streaks. Coming in with that number one, that number one tag. You're always
ranking.
You got that bullseye on your back. So they're doing a great job.
Well, we had the chance last week to see Harrisburg. We've had a chance this week to see Manheim Township.
Wow.
And you think about that matchup and between the Cougars and the Blue Streaks, and
that's going to be something else.
Another running play for Manheim Township. I may have to set the DVR for that one as we're broadcasting next week at Central.
Well, we'll have
that's worthy of watching that one, Harrisburg and Manheim Township. But go ahead, do.
Well, I for sure will have my phone, a couple phones on, so we can watch that game live while we're doing the game live. We're big on multitasking, so we're not going to miss a play of that game either.
Yeah, a game of that magnitude, particularly early in the season in Week 3. Coming up on 4.5 minutes remaining here in regulation, and it's been all Manheim Township, 56-0, shutting Dallastown out here at Wildcat Stadium. And back to the running game.
Still on his feet. And how about those referees, Todd? I often look at those middle referees who's right in the middle of everything going on. I'd be so scared to get knocked down. These are older guys, so you don't want to take out any knees or anything like that, but they're right in the thick of things.
Not shying away from any of the action, are they?
No, they're not. They stay right there. Got to give a big shout out to the referees.
Jordan with the tackle.
I believe they've been doing a great job so far in this game, calling the game a very clean game. It was a little bit of a ruckus there. I believe in the second quarter they divided the guys and did a great job. And that defense from Dallastown has to be tired.
And back to that running game. Inside the 5, a touchdown, flag thrown.
And there's a flag on the play.
Fitz Magic.
That's Jack Fitz Magic with the run, but a flag was thrown with 3:38 remaining.
Looks like that may have been against the Blue Streaks. Not many mistakes this game.
Number 28, offense. 10-yard penalty, previous spot, still second down.
A holding call. That's coming back with 3:38 remaining. As the Dallastown marching band playing and entertaining the fans. A rough night for the Wildcats, but again, they'll get a chance to rebound as they make their way on the road to the sweetest place on earth next Friday. Hershey they'll be looking for their first win of the season.
And off again to Fitz Magic.
Jack Fitz Magic with the carry.
Well, how
under
about
3
a name
minutes.
like that? Jack Magic. That's a great name to have.
Jacobs in on the tackle.
Want to give a quick update. York High 28, Hempfield 10 in the third quarter. York High doing a great job of bouncing back, getting back in the win column as they should.
Yes. And in a couple weeks, we'll have York High at Red Lion at Horn Field.
And Todd, if I'm not mistaken, the Blue Streaks had the ball this whole fourth quarter just about. They've really been working it down the field. And that Wildcat defense has to be tired.
Back to the running
And
game.
off to Fitz Magic.
Fitz Magic now getting some
down
carries.
near the 5-yard
3 yards and
line.
some dust, right, Todd?
3 yards and a cloud of dust, as the late Woody Hayes, the longtime Ohio State coach, would say.
With the tackle.
Old school football there. Now it's
is.
more of a run and gun, open style, passing oriented offense that we see a lot by the teams, and particularly at the quarterback position, where a lot of teams look for their franchise quarterback, as opposed to maybe the running back, the running game.
And the defense of Dallastown, you see all the guys with their hands on their hips, man. They're tired. They've been out there for at least 7-8 minutes trying to stop the run.
And Manheim really in no hurry offensively. Now, a flag thrown, whistles are being blown with 132
that's an
and counting.
offsides call against the Blue Streaks. As we said, we haven't seen any of the starters in the second half. These are all pretty much reserve guys.
False start, 63, offense, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Still 4th down, a penalty on Manheim Township. And
I know the fans are starting to trickle out of this live feed. We want to thank all the fans for watching tonight. We know this game kind of got out of hand. It's our first game of our football season.
Really, yeah, formally as Sports Shooting Stars. Last week we
did a partnership with Roxhamore Sports Network. And Dallastown still fighting.
Inside handoff to Fitz Magic.
And we have less than a minute to go in the game. Want to keep encouraging fans. Go to the YouTube chat.
Jordan.
Let us know what you believe the player of the game should be.
Wildcats in on the play.
Well, and it looks like Dallastown coming off to the sideline here. 43 seconds remaining. And again, we want to remind our sports fans that are tuned in. Next week, we'll make our way to Central York as they'll play host to Hempfield. And now Dallastown's offense trots out on the field after a 4th down stop.
They have an opportunity. They just ran the ball up the middle. That'd probably be the last play of the game.
Daniel Alvarado Castillo with the carry.
And maybe time for one more play here. We're under 20 seconds to go. And
what do you say, Todd? Throw a deep ball?
Throw a deep ball.
Throw a deep
see
ball.
what happens.
Let's see.
Under 10 seconds remaining in regulation. And Dallastown will fall to 0-2. And Manheim Township, well, they'll be 2-0 as they head into the big matchup next week with Harrisburg. And your final score from Wildcat Stadium, Manheim Township 56, Dallastown 0.
And maintenance staff of our Buildings and Grounds Department here at Dallastown. We truly could not host an event without their constant efforts. We ask that you please do your part and clean up your areas before leaving this evening. Thank you, BNG. Additionally, we'd like to also thank our event staff, York Area Regional Police.
Fans want to remind everybody to stay tuned to our post-game show. We will make our way down to the field for a post-game interview with the player and hopefully the head coach, Mark Evans.
And the player of the game could have really been a lot of players for the Blue Streaks. We're just going to pick a guy because they did a great job. They did a great job.
It's a team effort tonight by Manheim Township. An impressive win by Manheim Township.
We'll take some pictures,
We'd also like to
quick
send
interview,
a big
and give away a player of the game.
Dallastown Athletic Director Josh Lookenball, the Big Cat.
And Todd, you're going to make your way down there?
I will make my way down to the field as the fans exit the stands. I will exit the stands as well and make my way down on the field, and we'll come to some conclusion on our player of the game. Hope to talk to head coach Mark Evans as well about this win tonight. A big win by Manheim Township as they move to 2-0, and Dallastown falls to 0-2.
And also just got a quick update from George Updegraff. Central 14, Cumberland Valley 0, and that is the final.
Final score. Central now moves to 2-0.
Continue to give us some feedback and some scores from around the league. And we'll be back in a few minutes. We're going to show a couple of our sponsors and also have a player of the game interview with the player of the game and
Featuring the biggest games in central Pennsylvania in HD on Comcast Cable TV. What about the biggest basketball games in central Pennsylvania? Don't worry, Sports Shooting Stars got you covered. A sponsor? Well, reach out to Sports Shooting Stars. We have sponsorships available game by game or all season long. Get involved with the #1 sports media company in central Pennsylvania. Sports Shooting Stars.
Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Stu Jones.
well, we'll take all. Okay, yeah, I'll talk to the players first, and I'll pull you in. Yep. Greetings and salutations, listeners. It's Todd Edwards here on the field with two of the winners, really, this Manheim Township Blue Streak team. Camera's right up there, gentlemen. I'm joined by senior Hayden Johnson, the quarterback for Manheim Township, and his running back, Declan Clancy. 2 touchdowns, Declan. Your thoughts tonight on this big win?
It was good. I mean, I remember my freshman year, his sophomore year, we came down here, expected them to be easy, expected them to just roll right over, and they didn't. We ended up losing. They stormed the field here, so we remember that. We knew they were opening their stadium. We knew we had to come down here. We wanted 60, but we'll settle for 56 tonight.
Yeah, 56-0, a shutout. Hayden, I know you're a commit to Lehigh. I saw you here 2 years ago as a sophomore. Boy, you've grown up a lot. Talk a little bit about your performance tonight.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of that's just experience. A lot of these guys, 2-3-year starters, it's just great to have them all back. And there's definitely a connection here that wasn't here the past 2 years. And it's really great to have. Yeah,
2 years ago, Anthony Ivey, I remember, was a wide receiver on that team, and here you are knocking on the door. Coming into tonight's game, really ranked as number 1. I know a big matchup next week. Talk a little bit about that. Harrisburg Cougars. We'll start with you, Declan.
I mean, we know it happened last year, district championship. We got one early in the season, and then they paid us back. So it's going to be on our mind all week, and we're going to look to have a good practice and pay them back the favor.
And Hayden, your thoughts playing Harrisburg, maybe not just once, maybe twice this year?
Yeah, we're excited. We're definitely have this marked on our calendar, and we just have a good week of practice, focused, locked in. We're pretty lackadaisical the past 2 weeks with the opponents we've had, but I think this week needs to be a really good week of practice and just focus up all week.
I'm sure it will be. I'm joined here again by Hayden Johnson, Declan Clancy. A big performance tonight. Any other thoughts? Anything you'd like to say maybe to fans that are watching Sports Shooting Stars? We're in Season 8. The stage is yours.
Well, my name's Declan, so it's pronounced Declan. And then that's it.
Okay, there we go. I stand corrected.
Yeah, no, this is a great venue here. It's definitely one of the better stadiums we'll play at, and we really appreciate the company.
Well, thanks for joining us. Big game tonight from the Manheim Township Blue Streaks. Congratulations. Safe trip back to Lancaster County, gentlemen. Take care.
Have a good night.
Yep. Oh, let's get a picture here real quick with the players, so we can post on our page. Let them wave, to the audience there. Yep. We'll get a picture. Hold the shirt, and then we'll. Declan, enjoy it. Take care, buddy. Yep, see you, Hayden. Yep, and we'll join Coach here real quick. Coach, good. Congratulations, Mark. Your thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, I think it was a total team effort. We got a lot of kids in the game. I think we clicked on all 3 phases. Our special teams game is continuing to really bring some steam. The last 2 weeks, our special teams game has done a remarkable job of creating field position and momentum for us. So we got to keep that up.
And keep it up in a big way. Next week, I don't need to tell you, Harrisburg Cougars, your thoughts on playing Harrisburg next week?
Hey, you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, right? And you know what? Harrisburg and us, we had a good couple of battles last year. We had a battle the year before, and I expect it to be nothing but a 4-quarter war.
No doubt about it. All the best, Coach. Looking forward to it. Mark Evans, head coach at Manheim Township, and also a Miami Hurricane from a few years ago, right, as well. Under Jimmy Johnson, right?
Jimmy Johnson and Dennis Erickson.
Any memories with that playing?
And that's I talk to the kids about that experience all the time. When you get a chance to get on the field, whether you're a second teamer or a third teamer, you have to rise to the occasion. And if you're going to build a program, which we're trying to do or continuing to do, is you need to add to our side of the scoreboard and keep what's on that side where it is. And I think our guys responded to that challenge tonight.
So no doubt about it. Your second, third.
That's why a lot of guys got to play back in the day. And that's how Miami was able to be the team of the 80s.
They were
guys on the field.
Yeah, Jerome Brown, Michael Irvin, all the names. I mean, great, just some big names throughout the year. Mark Evans, coach of Manheim Township. Thanks for joining us, sir. All the pleasure.
Thank you, guys.
Can I get a picture real quick?
Also, quickly want to remind the fans, next week, Central York versus Henfield. That game is happening next week, 9/8/2023. Should be a really good game. Please, guys, tune in. It should be an action-packed game. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you guys soon in about 1 week. Again, remember, follow Sports Shooting Stars on Instagram, Twitter, and...
Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Stu Jones.